Hi, this is Sylvia Gordon with Gordon Marketing, and I want to talk to you about free email. Is free email worth it? And the answer is yes and no. A lot of agents have Gmail, Hotmail, Roadrunner, Comcast, a lot of free services. And we've had a problem in our FMO office. We send out documents, big documents sometimes, illustrations, brochures, things with a lot of graphics, and the agents don't get them, or maybe they get them but there's a big delay. And we've had agents accuse us of having problems on our side, that we need to get a better server, we need a better system. The problem is they need a better system. When they're using free email, they really don't understand what they're getting. Free is what you paid for. So there are limits on how much they can use. And there's no guarantee that if I send it to you right now, and I send it to you on Comcast, that you're going to get it right now. You know, you don't really have an agreement with them. It's free. They can cancel it at any time. If you have important documents stored, and this is key, you never want to have one copy of anything in your free email. If it's your term paper, your dissertation, your tax returns, that's the only copy you have, it better not be in free email, because you have no guarantee that you'll ever be able to get it back. If you want to have security with your email, you want to have more reliability with your email, and the big one is you want to have less spam. You don't want a free email. You can get paid email pretty cheap. It's about $4 or $5 a month to get a paid email. Spam, like I said, is a big deal. If you have free email, for some reason they get a lot more spam. So you can save yourself a lot of time by getting rid of all that spam. Now, we have problems that Gordon Marketing gets stuck in the agent's spam filter. So we're sending emails, important emails, out to our agents, and sometimes they never get them. Then they call us, and they're mad that we didn't send them. So then we can go in, and you can see, yep, I sent it, your server received it, here's the date, here's the time. And the agent's still saying, I don't have it. How many of your agents check their spam folders every day? How many of you check your spam folders every day? I'm as guilty as the next person. I don't do it every day. I have so much coming into my inbox, I'm happy to keep up with my inbox, let alone go mess around with my spam, which is going to be 90% or more junk. But some good stuff does get tripped up in there. And you have to go through and whitelist that person. So your agent that's missing some emails that we can prove we sent him, he needs to go in his spam filter, he needs to go find us, and then he needs to whitelist us. And that means put us as an approved sender so we won't get stuck there anymore. Agents don't take the time. They don't know how that works. Maybe they've heard about spam and they looked at it a couple times and it was all, you know, pills from India, and they never looked at it again. We as FMOs need to be better at educating the agents about the simplest tool, and probably the most important tool we have, which is email. So we recommend that people get their own domain name. Anything looks better at anything.yourcompany.com. So Sylvia@gordonmarketing.com looks way better than Sylvia@hotmail.com. Looks much more professional. Agents need to realize they're putting out a more professional image when they get their own domain name, which is about $10 a year, to own theircompany.com, and then they can own their own email. So it's a little bit of investment to have a much more professional image that they're putting forth, and to have the security, less spam, and they have more control. So free email, I'm not a big fan of, unless you want to have a separate one that's not for business. It's for your kids' soccer stuff and for your personal stuff from your high school friends. But as far as business, it's a problem. And it makes you look bad as an FMO when they say, hey, you never sent me that. Your marketer never got me that illustration. I wrote it somewhere else. Which is what happened to us, which is how I learned all of this. I went in and got all the information off the server, and boom, yep, we sent it all to you. But your server at Gmail or Hotmail or Roadrunner, it received it, and then it took, in one case it took 5 hours, in one case it took 12 hours for them to process it and send it on to the agent. And in that period, he thought we didn't send it to him. We sent it to him right away. Then some other agents never got it at all, because it went to their spam. And they just called and complained, and then we resent it. There's a couple other suggestions I have as far as problems with. One would be to use Dropbox. When we send large illustrations, and large would be, it's hard to say, 10 MB, GBs, TBs, something, letters, the big ones. It can be a lot of pages that classifies it as big, and it might just be that there's a lot of graphics, like on a brochure. But big is hard to get through to some of these free email servers. So, a solution, use Dropbox. Dropbox is free, you can pay money to get it a little bit bigger, but what we do is we take Dropbox, we dump our big documents in Dropbox, then we just send a link to the agent. The agent gets the link, it's free, he opens it, he downloads it, he's got the added benefit that this is a secure email, and then he has it on his desktop. We don't have to worry about his Hotmail catching it, delaying it, or whatever it's going to do to divert something important for business. So Dropbox is something great that you can look at Dropbox.com. Another thing is bigfiles.com. And Big Files is designed for you to send, you can send videos, you can send huge things to your agents, again, by putting it on the cloud. We're going to throw it up on the cloud, just send the agent the link. He's going to click on the link. He doesn't have to subscribe or pay anything. He can just download it. So it's another great solution when you're transferring big things. With Big Files, it's a one-on-one communication. With Dropbox, you can have one box that you drop all your stuff in and just tell people to come get it and then delete it after they got it. Or with Dropbox, you can have separate folders for each agent. Maybe you just use it for your big agencies, your largest agencies. You can see there's possibilities here for how you work with your agents and how these two forms of technology can help you. Sky's the limit. I have some marketers that don't want to use it at all, some that are very creative and really diligent in how they transfer their data. Another simple thing that we don't think about, and I think most of us consider to be a nuisance, are read receipts in your email. I hate it when I get it from the company and it says, they would like to know if you have read their email. I'm always like, screw you. I always click no, or I delete out, or I don't like it. It's just too much big brothery stuff. But it does have a place in how we do business. I send an email to somebody, I want to know when they read it and if they read it. Now, you always know if somebody doesn't get your email because you get an error back that says this email could not be delivered. But typically you don't get those. It gets delivered. It's getting delivered to that server of your whatever agent, and it's getting stuck there, or it's getting diverted into their trash. So it's rare that I get a message that it didn't go. So email is, like I said, it's our best friend. It can be our worst enemy because we're so fast. Boom, 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 boom. Email, email, email. But are people reading it? Are they actually getting it? Are they getting it in a timely manner? So read receipt lets you know, hey, this guy needs to get this in the next hour. Did he get it or not? If I don't get a read receipt, then I can know, hey, maybe I need to call him. God forbid a marketer pick up a phone. Call him and say, hey, did you get it? Can you check your spam? Or let me try another option. Let me Dropbox it to you. Let me big file transfer it to you instead of going regular email. So simple solutions, don't cost very much for you or the agent. Hopefully can make your businesses more profitable and easier to run.